Good morning, Graham Essendon School, and happy Safer Internet Day. We have done a lot of work on e-safety and how to be safe on the internet. So the next lesson is going to be on some more details and features and issues you are going to face. Perhaps issues that weren't around the last 5-10 years, new current things coming up that you need to be aware of when you are using the internet. What is Safer Internet Day? The internet is, as you know, an incredible tool, an incredible thing you can use in so many ways. And it wasn't around when I was your age. And now you guys are growing up with it. The things we can use the internet for are growing. It's huge, but we need to be really, really careful. Okay, it can be quite dangerous if we don't use the internet safely, and if we aren't smart about how we use the internet. There are some dangers out there, but lots of fun things as well. Hands up if you like playing games. Yes, please. Chatting to your friends. Don't mind if I do. Video calling friends and family. This has been really useful during this pandemic. I saw my lovely nephew yesterday. We did some coding together. I miss him terribly. And because we can't see each other, video calling has been really useful. Learning new things. Even old man Tang here learns new things using the internet. Listening to music, of course. Watching funny videos, hashtag YouTube. Today we're thinking about trust. What is trust? When do we trust people? Interesting. I've got a thing I want to share with you here. Let me see. Trust is when we have a strong belief that someone or something is honest and it tells the truth. For example, you might trust your teacher is telling the truth if they tell you you've got a school trip coming up. But you might not trust your little sister when she says she's covered in chocolate and says she didn't eat the last chocolate bar. The trust is important, and you need to be able to exercise trust when you are using the internet and think about, do I trust this? You mustn't trust every single thing you hear and see on the internet. Can we trust everything we see online? Interesting. Give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. What do you think? Ready? Do this, do this. I can see you. I can't. I can see a lot of thumbs down. Yes, that's right. Although there is lots of great information online that is useful and is trustworthy, it's important to remember there's also information online that is not so trustworthy and may even be there to try to confuse you or persuade you to do something. Can you think of any examples online of something you've seen and you think, oh, that seems a bit strange, and it turns out actually not true, or it's based on fiction? Interesting. Examples. Let's play a game. The game is called Trust It or Check It. I'm going to show you a few different scenarios, and do you trust it, what you see online, or do you check it? Sometimes you can trust, sometimes you've got to check it and see, actually, is it real? Because not everything you see and hear is real. Okay, anyway. There's a game, let me see, this is a message from King Cody to us, ready? King Cody says, hey, nice win in the last match. Fancy trading for the purple ice blast? I saw you had two. So we say, yeah, thanks, yeah. What have you got to trade? And they reply saying, I've got a super rare star crystal. Send me the ice blast first, so I know I can trust you, and I'll send it after. Now this is tricky because I'm obviously, I'm older than you guys. I don't necessarily know about this currency in games thing. But this is a real thing. There's currency and things you can trade in games. This is here to make you be careful about who you trust online. My advice I've got is this. This looks like someone is trying to make an unofficial trade. Agreeing on a trade should always be done using the official online trading system in the game that you're playing. This will make sure it is safe and trustworthy. Make sure you feel the trade is fair before you accept, and you use the system the game has. Don't go outside of the game. To be honest with you, I don't know a lot about this. I don't play games where there's trading involved, but apparently there is in lots of your games. So be really, really careful with who you trust. And how does it make you feel if you got that message? You'd be happy because it sounds like good news. Could be curious. I'd be curious. I'd be a bit like, not sure if I trust this one. Just be really, really careful. Trust your gut. If it feels a bit weird, don't do it. This next one I do see quite a bit, actually. This next one is click to play now, invade planets, build empires, rule the stars. What a cool game. It's an ad. How do we know it's an ad? Well, top right, there's a little ad thing there. Can you see? With the box, it's saying it's an advertisement. Interesting. Be careful. Not everything sounds as good as it looks. This could be a hoax. It could be a made-up game. Could even be a virus. You never know. It looks all right. Just be really, really careful. It can be tricky to tell if an online advert is trustworthy or not. It's always best to check. And if you aren't sure, you can look up the advert separately online and speak to an adult. If you like this game, if it looks really, really cool, why don't you go and Google it elsewhere? Don't click on the link. Some of the links aren't always great. Go and Google it and see if it actually is real, and then you can play it. When I saw this, I'd be happy initially. It looks really, really cool. But I'd be like, I'm not sure about this. I'm going to Google it separately and see if it is a real game. And if it is a real game, does it make me pay lots and lots of money? If that's the case, I want to play it. There's games where they make you pay to play and get very, very costly very quickly. This one's interesting. Today is Friday the 13th. Unlucky for some. Let's turn this into a good day. Send this message to 5 friends to get good luck all weekend. 4-leaf clover, 4-leaf clover, 4-leaf clover, 4-leaf clover, 4-leaf clover. Don't ignore it, or you'll be cursed with bad luck for 10 years. This face, this face, this face. Don't break the chain. I used to get loads of these ones when I was your age, but they weren't emails. They were actually written letters sometimes. It's quite stressful when you get that, because you think, oh gosh, I don't want to break the chain. I don't want to get bad luck for 10 years. Let me tell you something right now. These are made up and these are silly. You will not get bad luck if you didn't send this on. Don't send it on, because you shouldn't have to. And people will get irritated if you do send it on to them. There's no reason to. This is all made up. You won't get bad luck. Trust me on this. And if you do, then you can blame me. But it is all a hoax. Don't listen to it. What does my PowerPoint slide say? It says, it can be worrying if you receive this kind of chain message. Are you worried about it, or angry, or a bit confused? It is a chain message. Remember, these are not true. If you're worried by what you have read or seen, it's always good to talk to an adult you trust. It's best not to share these on, as they might cause more people to worry. How would you feel seeing something like this? Also, if you send it on, it might contain a virus or something bad, which we have looked at, and we know that's also inherently very bad. Next one. Scientists reveal plan to build a giant freezer to prevent global warming. That sounds a bit silly, doesn't it? That's by Mr. J. Joker. Okay, now the thing is this, you might see some articles sometimes that have clickbait article headline. Now, clickbait is they're baiting you, they're asking you, they're making you, encouraging you to click on their thing. That's because they get paid for the clicks. The number of people that click on their website. Don't fall for their things, don't listen to them, don't go on the website. If it looks a bit silly, trust your gut, it probably is. And don't click on it, because then you're endorsing their article and they get more money for it, and that's not good. And they're trying to do silly articles to get attention. Let me see. This example looks like it could be a joke. People usually share jokes to make people laugh. They tend to be very exaggerated, or they can be sarcastic, saying one thing but they mean the opposite. And they might even be trying to make fun of someone or something. It's important to read past the headline to look at who it is written by and actually trust your judgment. Is it real or not? Oh, look at this. Everyone's a winner. This has popped up on my phone. Enter your email and click spin to find out which prize you've won. I could get a phone. I get some dollars. I get a holiday, or even that sweet, sweet sports car. Don't mind if I do. Wait a minute. This feels a little bit too good to be true. It probably is. I'm not going to trust it, actually. You know what? It's probably not real. But what's the harm in clicking on it? Well, it might take you to a place you don't want to go on the website. It also might make you download a virus, which again, you don't want to do. If it looks too good to be true, it probably is. This doesn't look real to me. It looks a bit weird. I would say check it. You Google this competition separately, or just leave it. I wouldn't trust that one if I were you. What does my PowerPoint thingy say? It can be really tempting to enter competitions online, and sometimes they are genuine, and you can win some great prizes. It can be helpful to think to yourself, if something seems too good to be true online, it probably isn't true. This might be an example of phishing. That's phishing with a PH. phishing. It's probably trying to collect personal information such as usernames and emails to gain access to people's accounts. That's a good point. If you put your email there, they might try and hack into your email. Ooh, oh no. Be careful about sharing information, personal information online. Always check with an adult before entering any competitions. Nice. Crazy skills, amazing trick shots. First time, it's a video. Looks all right, doesn't it? Looks all right. Careful on this one because they may have edited it. There's loads of software out there to do edits on videos and pictures to make you believe the wrong thing. I'm not saying a guy can't do really cool trick shots, probably can, but be careful. This slide is here to say, don't always trust everything because a video can be really easily edited to show something else. Remember that just like photos, videos can be edited too. You might not be given all the correct information. In this example, it says first time trick shot. This probably isn't true and more than likely took a lot of time and effort. So be careful, don't always trust it. Next one. Someone's messaging you and they're saying, I can't believe we've been playing together for a whole year. So you say, no way, feels like I've known you forever. And Green Thunder 2 replies, we should meet up in person sometime to celebrate. Now, let's be serious about this. We've talked about this. We've talked about stranger danger. You mustn't be talking to strangers anyway. So while you are messaging someone you don't know who they are, that immediately is not okay. So you should not be talking to anybody you don't know who they are. So you shouldn't be talking to them at all. Imagine if you were. They're now looking for a meetup. All sounds very nice. We know that actually is quite dangerous and you don't do that. You don't arrange to meet anyone you've met online. That is not okay. Stranger danger is still very much the case. Don't trust them. You don't know who they are. You don't know what they want. You mustn't trust them. If I saw this, I would be shocked. I'd be a bit worried. I'd probably be a bit confused. And I'd probably have to talk to someone about it and say, I don't know what's going on here. I feel a bit weird in my tummy. It feels a bit strange. And see what their advice is. Speak to an adult. Make sure, let me see. You always keep your personal information safe online. If a stranger online asks to meet up for any personal information or for pictures or videos, it really is important not to share any of these and to tell an adult you trust straight away. They can help you and they can make sure the correct action is taken, like blocking the user so they can't contact you and making a report. Great job, everybody. Thank you very much, guys, for jumping in, and thank you for listening and thinking about what I've said so far. Hopefully you can answer the next question. What should we do if we see something and we're not sure if we can trust it online? What should we do if we're not sure if we can trust it? You need to be internet detectives. Internet detectives. Think of yourselves as an internet detective and actively try to find out more. It's really important to question things like, what is it trying to get me to do? What does it want? What are the risks? What does it look right? Does it look weird? You can also ask an adult to look on the website or an app. There is a good number to check. You could also look in a book. Being an internet detective will help you become more aware and make sensible decisions on whether something is trustworthy online. But remember, just like in the game we played today, we also need to think about what we see online and how it makes us feel. Trust your gut. If you're not sure, don't look at it, talk to an adult or switch the computer off and do something else. Your feelings are really, really, really important. But if you feel any of the negative feelings, if you feel upset or scared or curious or angry or worried or confused, the best thing to do is talk about it to your parents, your teachers. Talk to us. We can help you. Okay, we are trained to do so. Talk to us. You can talk to your friends if you want to, but they won't always give you the right information. Talk to the teachers and the adults at school and your parents. They will help you. Yeah, teacher, mom, dad, teacher assistant, grandparent, any adult you know and trust, and we will help you. Lovely stuff. Remember, there's lots of information online, and the internet is really fun. Please don't be scared. Some of it can be true, some of it can be false. Be really, really careful. Use the advice from this assembly to help you decide on what to do and make sure you keep yourself and others safe when you're online. I will be posting some activities for us to have a look at today. Now, depending on what year group you are, you'll be doing different activities, but you can choose other activities if you would like to. If you want to send me any of your work, you're more than welcome to. I'd love to see it. You can email me on my Great News account. Why the Great News account? Well, because A, that's an account I can use. You can send the work to me. But also, if you want any of your work today to go into the school newspaper, you can do. What? If you want to do an article or a post on how to stay safe online, it will go into the newspaper. Any of the work you want to go in there, if I think it's okay, if it's well written and detailed, it will go in there as well. Really, really cool. So after this, I'll show you a video on how you can stay safe online, and then I'll do a different video on the tasks you can look at today. Have a great, safer internet day, everyone. Be safe, enjoy the internet, and I'll see you hopefully very soon. Bye.
Today is my birthday. I'm gonna post a story. Let's meet outside school. Happy birthday! Selfie? Yeah! Hey guys, let's shoot some hoops! Basketball court at 4. I'll be waiting for you at my place to celebrate. This is my address and my phone number.
Happy birthday, David! You're very popular, aren't you? You have lots of friends. You use chats and social media all the time. They know everything about you. What you like, when your birthday is, who your friends are, the sport you play. But they could also know your phone number and where you live. Have you ever thought that what you share online could be read by someone that is not so much of a friend? Always remember to take great care with the personal information and photos that you share online. Share with care. Now let's go celebrate. Your friends are waiting for you. Remember, pictures and information that you post or send can be easily reshared by others, so they could remain online for a very long time. Be careful when posting. Don't share phone numbers, addresses, or personal details. This information could be misused by others. Always check your privacy settings of the apps you use. It's important to know what people can see or who can contact you. When signing into a website or social media, ask an adult for help and advice. Choose a difficult password and share it only with your parents. Take great care with everything you share online. If you have any doubts, always ask an adult for help. Do you want to find out more about parole ostili? Check the link on the video description.